Oh, so Christ, may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever.
It's the man, the king, the god, this shit, Nick fucking Gage. You know how I start this off. Shout out to all my MDK gang members around the world. And I want to let everybody know, Blvd Bullies versus the World is a podcast. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. live on YouTube with my motherfucking boy, Larry the Legend. And what the Blvd Bullies are doing, they're trying to ignite a revolution. Within the fans unite and make the crowds electric again. So check out the Blvd Bullies vs. the World. 7 p.m. live Tuesdays with Larry the fucking Legend. MDK all fucking day.
Oh, so Christ, may you burn in hell forever, 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 forever.
Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to Blvd Bullies versus the World. Larry doesn't want to wait any longer. I tortured him by being 5 minutes late and then having him wait another additional 5 minutes. And it's like, okay, 10, 9. Just kidding. Nick Gage has to talk now. Now the song has to drop back in. So, Larry, what's so fucking important?
I mean, I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait when all of the people are here. And I understand we had a very full chat, chat of loyalists that were waiting for us. I don't want to wait any longer.
Larry, tell us about those tie-dye shirts that me and you spoke about. I'm so excited about my tie-dye shirt.
Oh my gosh. I got a small batch order of the VXS. It's about to go down purple. Larry Legend t-shirts by Dad Dyes It. We all know Dad Dyes It. He did some work for The Good Doctor Redacted. And he asked me if I had any shirts left over that I wouldn't mind donating to him to dye. And he'd send them back to me with his little kind of logo down in the corner to let you know that this is the work that he does. And I got a small batch order of the It's About to Go Down VXS exclusive limited edition, which if you don't remember, I said was the last run of It's About to Go Down. It's about to go down. If you have it, you have it. If you don't, you will never see it again. You will never see it again. I'm not doing it anymore. I've done it in every color. I've done it everywhere. It's done. So, yeah,
Nice.
I got a couple of them. I'm going to sell them.
Well, speaking about
And I didn't want to wait any longer.
We're not going to wait any longer. And speaking about what's to go down, about to go down, is the show. The show is happening.
Well
and we
said.
are joined by our co-hosts. Obviously, you guys are already well aware and familiar with the legend, former boat owner, captain of the ship, former Price is Right Showcase Showdown winner, wearing his brand new CZW Maryland Wrestling Terrapin hoodie t-shirt. Ladies and gentlemen, my wrestling father, Larry Legend.
Thank you. Oh, shit. Thank you, Pat.
Woo.
Thank you, Pat. I love you, Pat.
We are
I love
meandering. We are
everybody.
meandering. We're
Yes,
going to
go
go turbo
ahead.
mode. Also, we have the Deathmatch administrator, the mayor, a man who has appeared now twice on the Rob Black Show. And let me just tell you, Brian, you sound fucking cool.
Twice?
Dude. Yeah, you
Twice?
sound
Twice,
pretty
bro.
cool.
Twice.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bad Take Bry, the merch guy.
Let me just say, we ignited a revolution, and it's been less than a year since this revolution has began, and it's gone, it's going, and we've made moves, and now we're here.
You sounded so fucking cool on the Rob Black Show, except when you talked about my sexual history. Fuck you, Brian.
I made you a
ladies and
cocksmith.
gentlemen.
We talked about his sexual history.
Yeah, he just fucking aired me out right there.
We're there,
on the air.
Larry. Ooh, that's the
It's
word.
okay. We're getting over it. We're over it now. Ladies and gentlemen, the Deathmatch Doctor. 18 years at Deathmatch Medical School, followed by a residency at MLW, stapling holes and plugging up leaks. The Deathmatch Doctor.
right.
Ringside Sean, the voice of Outlaw
What's
Wrestling.
going on, my guys? How are you?
Always looking good with the Yankees hat and the Coca-Cola hoodie fit.
'Tis the season. Yankees, they didn't make it, neither did the Mets, but I'm here, green and jolly as always, ready to go.
That's great. We have a great show this evening. We have Mad Man Pondo replacing
Legend.
Pondo.
a legend, Mad Man Pondo, on the show, which is a huge deal. But Brian, I'm so mad at you because you just got him to fill in for this guy, Chris Kronesworthenberg.
Kobayashi is how you
Yeah,
pronounce
well,
it.
I will say, I when he canceled, I thought of our fans when I got Pondo, because we had Louis last week and we discussed Pondo, so I just thought it would be fitting and a fan service to have the man on the show.
You jumped the gun,
Wow.
Brian.
Oh, shut your goddamn mouth.
Well, I'll tell you what it does is it shows how much of a powerhouse we are. That in our time of plight, with one guest buckling under the pressure, we can bring in, we call him legend. We say legend, Pat, but I dare say icon.
Yeah.
I dare say icon
Living
of U.S. living legend, icon of U.S. deathmatch, of global deathmatch wrestling, the Mad Man Pondo. We got him.
We rolled with the punches, if you will.
So what happened with Kobayashi's Worthenberg?
Oh Lord,
what's going on with him? He bailed on us, and
who's gonna tell who should do it? Should Sean do it? Sean can.
Sean,
Brian, you do it. You do it, Brian. You do it, Brian.
Well,
I know Brian had me make a nice promo for this guy. We were gonna go balls to the wall with this guy. We had it ready to drop and everything, and then I get a hold on, and I'm like, Brian, what's going on? And Brian, I guess, is gonna let us know now.
Well, yeah, apparently, allegedly, due to legal reasons, legal situations, Chris Kobayashi did not want to come on the show and give the tell-all that he was so ready to tell.
He was so yearning to tell all his last year in the wrestling business.
He was ready. It sucks because he was very excited about it. He was.
So the TLC network barred him from coming on our show and doing a tell-all.
Apparently, lawyers are involved. There's lawyers are involved, and it's just he's the things that he was coming to say on this show were so damning that it's needs lawyers to be stopped.
He was going to. Go ahead, Larry.
He essentially, Brian, what you were alluding to is that Chris was going to be served. He was going to be served if he got on Blvd Bullies versus the World and told all.
Right.
And who told you this, Brian?
Chris Kobayashi himself, Chris Kohlenberg.
Wow.
Chris Kohlenberg, the owner of RPW.
Wow.
Huh. Should I be worried? Should we be worried about this? Like, could we get in? Could lawyers?
Gosh, Pat, that's a very valid point.
Could lawyers come for us? I don't have money to defend what you say on this show weekly, Brian.
To Chris's defense, he said that he had him like dead to rights in like message form. So if you have someone dead to rights, then I feel like you should have no fear.
That was a good video game.
Oh, God, I love that game. But, I love that fucking game, bro.
But it, like
with the dog.
Even that's kind of what went through my mind, Brian. I tuned into your debut episode on the Rob Black show, and then I tuned in the next week, and Rob was I don't know if it was the same week or not, but he was on one about these lawyers. He's talking about what you're talking about, and I started thinking, I think we're in danger, because even though this show is obviously pure conjecture and parody, and we're just poking fun and breaking balls and doing serious reporting also along the way, even though I know that we're right in everything that we choose to do, it still makes me scared that I would have to go retain a lawyer to prove that in a court of law. You just don't want to be bothered. Maybe it's just better to not have Brian on the show anymore. I mean, not have Chris on the show anymore.
Well, to be fair, we are actually safe because my sister my sister is a lawyer.
All right.
I have a lawyer sister.
The lore.
Okay.
The lore.
Yeah,
yo tengo una cosa para decir a ustedes que.
And she's Jewish, so she's ready to go. She's ready to go.
Wait, what's happening here? Is this public defender blue mask?
What happened?
Listen, I'm here to say that Sean have nothing to do with what's happening. Okay, yo me llamo El Azul y eso es. El Azul está aquí.
This is Sean's lawyer now. Sean has retained private counsel.
Así es.
El Azul.
So we got to get lawyers, man. We all got to get our own lawyers. Brian, because you know what's going to happen to me and you, Larry. Sean has his lawyer. Brian has his sister, and Brian's sister's like, "Listen, I got to look out for my blood." Larry and Pat, who cares about them? You
No,
know?
I wouldn't do you guys like that. You guys are my brothers. You guys
Who's
are my
gonna
fan.
provide
You're,
us?
she's like your sister too. She's your sister too.
I was
See,
screaming in
see.
the car on acid with her once, and she yelled
No,
at me.
see, I have two sisters. That's the less
Oh, the
intelligent.
lawyer's sister didn't hear me scream while I was on acid in the car.
No, the teacher.
Oh,
the
okay,
teacher.
we're good.
I have
We're
I have
good.
two
We're good.
sisters. One's a
Yeah,
teacher.
you're
One's a
okay.
lawyer.
Okay.
So you're saying your lawyer sister will blanket the entire Boulevard Bullies?
Yes.
Okay. Phew.
And my teacher sister will teach you some things if you want.
So we can
No.
continue to say and do whatever we want on the road towards
Mhm.
demonetization after remonetization. 2-time
I mean,
demonetization.
we will continue to do that. I think this was just a nice little bit.
Hey, speaking of monetization, we are very close to reapplying. So if you want to comment below, the way it works, if you're a first-time viewer, is every week we give something away, and then throughout that week you comment on the video, your name gets written down right here, ripped into little sheets of paper, put into a Newport box, shaken up, and you win that week's giveaway. So Brian, can you show me last week's giveaway that we will be giving away briefly in a few moments?
Yes, I get Patrick.
Thank you, Brian.
You're gonna get this lovely little box too, from X Brand Wrestling.
Wow,
Oh,
that's
nice.
We could
I
talk
love
about
it.
a little. We could talk about a little tea from X Brand. I think that the owner Penny Weiss is like a bootlegger.
Perry owns them. Perry owns them.
I think there's a big tea on them. Not good tea. It's like a
Yeah,
sour tea.
I sometimes go to sleep
Oh,
to the
fuck, I
sound
dropped my shit.
of Rob and Kat's voice, but I heard all about Perry Wise last night.
And I wasn't in contact with Perry Wise. I was in contact with a Justin Valencia, who was a very nice
I know Justin
man.
Valencia.
Very
know,
nice man.
Love Justin Valencia.
He sent me the XBW cards, but apparently the other guy's no good, and he's not a good guy. He's a bootlegger.
I mean,
He's
that's
a pirate.
isn't
He's a
that the way it
pirate.
is with
He's a
that's the way
pirate.
it is with that's the way it is with every organization. There's one solid guy, and then one guy that's like scummy, and like they're the yin and the yang that make up whatever.
You got to take the bad with the good. So yeah, this is last week's giveaway is the sticker, the 1998 Topps sticker pack, and whoever gets this has to at least take off one, so we know if there's an image behind this sticker.
That's not how stickers work.
Brian, do you know how stickers?
But can I tell you that there's a back to these stickers? So like once you take
so
this
you
off,
keep the back.
All right.
You keep the back.
but
The back's got words. You can always read the words like a magazine. You keep that had posters in it.
It could be possible that the image is there. Is that not possible?
All right, I'm sick of talking. I'm so
That's what
absolutely.
I'm saying, that it's possible. Okay,
I never said it wasn't out of the realm of possibility.
That's last week's giveaway, and this week's giveaway is very special. It's a giveaway that was unclaimed in a past super chat giveaway. No one super chatted for this, so now you have a chance to just make a comment and win this. Are we okay? Okay. All right. So yeah, you can win this by making. You sound like you're in a tin can now. You also get these drumsticks because I'm giving away some drumsticks. I actually used these drumsticks at a performance several times.
Did you boof them?
I didn't boof them. I can if the winner likes. So yeah, you can have a boofed drumstick. They're actually they're signature drumsticks. They have my signature on them. It has my little. It's actually my friend got these made for me. They're actually it's like printed on the stick with a little pot leaf. You know, it says my name.
Hello.
Yeah,
check. I'm back.
I have a whole bunch. Yeah. I have a whole bunch. They'll be probably give them away a few more times.
All right. So basically what happened is I pressed too many buttons. Brian, how do I sound?
You sound much better.
You sound fine. Come on, let's keep on going.
I'm just saying, you definitely fixed whatever you did.
So the giveaways this week are the drumsticks. Now someone else sounds like a tin can.
No, let's just keep rolling with our punches here.
Yeah, let's roll with these punches. Pat, don't worry about it. Drink some more. Don't worry about it.
That's funny.
What are the people saying in the chat?
They're probably calling us assholes. Okay. Yeah, drop your questions for Pondo in our chat, and we'll ask them if they're good.
Yeah, drop your questions for Mad Man Pondo, the icon of deathmatch wrestling, in the chat.
The original foolish foreigner.
Hello. Okay, something's happening. I'm back to normal. All right, so let's read these comments and get to this giveaway. Thank you for joining us. Sorry for the technical difficulties. You know, it's just crumbling.
It wouldn't be Blvd Bullies versus the world if there wasn't a goddamn motherfucking technical difficulty.
You're goddamn fucking right, Larry. First comment from last week. Lowlife Louie was awesome, wasn't he? How cool of a guy. First comment. This is just somebody who, this is probably a bot. User IT4NP2, a robot talking to us. But they said, Larry scat. Nice. There you go.
When I went beep, yeah.
We had our.
I was given for some reason. I was given an example of because we were explaining scat versus scat.
Right, we people actually wanted your other scat performance.
Maybe I'll post that on the gram, on the fans.
Yeah, and for those of you who weren't paying attention during the giveaway, boofing is when you stick something up your butt. Right. Okay, Wesley Easter says, Louis is the best for real. Hope he gets some big opportunities in 2024. Louis was cool. Sean.
Can I tell you one of the best parts about Louis is that he does the 3 punches big boop leg drop as a fucking finish. It's fucking awesome. It's awesome every time.
Sean, do you have anything to say about Lowlife Louis last week?
Louis is good.
This is just how you're going to be. It's just a last-second choice you've made on this show, huh? Is that
Louis es bueno, tú sabes, puede luchar.
He's using this in case we go gorilla on PWJ.
Todavía él lucha muy bueno y puede darlo más bueno que a la gente que usted no sabe.
Yeah, he said, because that's my people and you already know.
Urka left a time signature. I don't know what it is. 3814. Probably something atrocious. Maybe a technical difficulty. Go look.
It's probably something in the Louis interview from last week. Maybe a timestamp from last week.
Yeah, probably a timestamp from Louis when he was talking about something.
Well,
38 seems pretty early in the stream. I think Louis comes on in an hour, like an hour in.
Yes, Brian, that is correct. Thank you for working that all out inside your brain.
I mean, I said it. I figured it out as soon as the words left my mouth. Like, there's no way Louis.
I was just putting it out there for the people that.
Right, thank you. We got plenty of time. Just keep.
I say it, and Brian just immediately corrects me.
Just keep working it out. Thanks for working that out. Yeah, that was math. That was Brian math, ladies and gentlemen. Brian and Larry math.
Very similar to Amy math.
Indeed, I symbiotically work with good people. Do you understand? You put me next to someone good, and we're gonna do some shit. It's gonna be like, what did these guys just do?
All right, and the final comment: only 5 for this card set. That's kind of abysmal, but you know what? Those of you who do it, keep doing it because we love it.
Yeah. We like the interaction.
Yeah, we love it.
We like to commiserate.
This one doesn't make any sense. Behind the storyteller's lens, who I've seen before. Yo, people need to watch this death of cause. There is a big question that lingers.
It does make sense.
He's talking about the Tremont, the death of Tremont. That's what it is. Like he's saying, we all need to watch that because there's a big question that lingers.
Because we were talking
last night.
I still haven't seen it, and I
Canemont. We saw Canemont.
We saw that, which kind of ruined it for me. Now I feel like I don't want to see it because of that.
He's dead.
Yo, one thing I got to say about Matt is that he did do the what's the thing where he was all white?
Fathermont. Yes, this is the exact same thing I said to Schlack. I was like, bro, he likes to do this thing where he like is reborn. I don't know what affected him while he was like watching as a kid, but he likes to do this bit where it's like, I have been reborn. I get to change my style and wear a mask and do this whole fucking opposite deal of what people love me for. But there's always going to be a point where the old bulldozer comes back out and everyone's going to nut. Like, no. He's bad. People are going to fucking blow up the time that is gone.
Yeah.
when that comes back out after this stint.
Yeah,
So
that's what I was going to say, is that he's not afraid to switch it up in a drastic way, because you can always fall
Madonna.
back on bringing out the fork and have the flannel and the music hits and
but also, bro, how long is that gonna like really like pop? How long are people gonna nut off of that?
But that's
You know,
how
if
he
they-
that's how he extends it, because now he'll run
Yes.
this. He'll run this for a while.
Yes.
Because, and he I don't know, he's very smart and creative about that.
He's a smart cookie.
The changes he makes are quite drastic. Like he changed all his gear to white. Now he's wearing a fucking
Crazy looking.
Bane.
And shit, music too. Not just all the gear to white, but in that when he started putting out the No More
everything
Tears,
changes.
everything. Yeah.
I gotta say also
smart.
that the outfit was kind of on point. Like he had a new like custom cruel mask. He had like the Bane jacket. But one thing that totally pulled me out of it, like he was wearing a Bocce Boys shirt.
He wore, but see, I was thinking the same exact thing. Why wear the old crusty gear?
Yeah, he should have just had a plain black,
or no shirt,
Pat, you did not. I did not examine that photo that closely.
I'm just
the
saying.
Bocce Boys were repped in the Cruel Mont.
They're heavily repped. They're heavily repped upon the H2O.
Yeah, they're in the Hall of Fame, aren't they?
I'm not sure if they're in the Hall of Fame. They have a card.
Hall of Fame.
First ballot. First ballot.
Yeah, for going to the Hall of Fame, they're getting up there.
They're getting the golden jackets. Yeah, but so I thought that was, and I'm not even hating on them. I'm just hating on the idea that he would wear any kind of graphic tee in that moment. Like if anything, plain black.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't like that.
But again, Pat, what did we say the full circle of this shit is going to be? It's going to be that moment where the Cruelmont is dead and the Tremont reemerges. So why not give people a glimmer of like, remember, don't forget about us. You know what I mean? So, and it's like, he's smart that way. Yep. That's low key. That's how I feel.
Ways beyond my mind.
Don't
forget about.
about
that album, Emancipation of Mimi, Mariah Carey. That's a fire album. I'm not gonna lie to you. Shit goes hard. All right. So
I'm not gonna get off tangent. Stay on target.
Off tangent is on target. All right, here we go. The giveaway is, without a shadow of a doubt, it is Wesley Easter with the comment on last week's video. You get the sticker.
That's awesome.
Card sticker.
That's awesome. You won. Yeah.
You won.
We
It's
were
free
talking
shipping.
About
It's free.
shit.
Yeah, we're talking about your shit.
You have to
Just put it in the mail.
tell them what they got to do.
No,
Patrick.
Brian, you're the merch lord. You lay it down for them.
You just have to contact. Send me a DM on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook with your address, and I will send this to you.
Yes, but don't talk to Brian directly. Send it to Blvd Bullies is what he means, because that's what we're trying. That's the funnel, Brian. You see, that's the name of the show we're doing.
Yeah, because when they talk to you,
but you should let me. Then you should let me be a part of Blvd Bullies.
You're not a part. You're not a part of it. You're off the show.
No, you can't do that, Brian.
It's your final fucking show.
I was there at one point. I was banned.
Yeah.
If you had the keys to the kingdom, I don't know what.
I had them, Larry. I had them for a short time.
It's for your own fucking good, Brian. Yeah, he had the password.
You know what got me banned? Posting you.
Yeah, whatever.
Me?
Yeah, I posted you at the New Fear City against Daniel DeMonto. And I got myself.
We don't like acknowledging. We don't like acknowledging.
And Brian, you know what? That was the final straw in a month of turmoil from you running. Yeah, it's for your own good. It's for your own good. Trust me.
That was quality video.
You think we were getting sued before? And by the way, since we're dumping on Brian, you put us in harm's way by booking this guest who was going to be all lawyered up and get a target put on our back.
I was hit up by several other sources to say, get this guy on your show right now.
I was told bombs, Papa.
I was told that it would be the story of the century.
Sean, can you take the mask off? Come on, we're all in this together. You're an accomplice. Everybody knows it's you.
All right.
Everybody knows it's you.
You didn't even leave. Usually, you leave camera and come back. See, now you got yourself caught.
See.
All right. Well, listen. It's a choice. Do what you will. So yeah. So show us the giveaway from this week one more time, Brian. It's an N64 Army Men Sarge's Heroes 2.
Sarge's Heroes
Green
2.
cartridge.
It's legendary because it's green.
And boofed drumsticks. Off.
They haven't been boofed just yet.
Yeah, pre-boofed
If they'd
drumsticks.
been boofed, I would've-
Request.
Boofed upon request. So thank you so much.
They look like they've been
Look,
boofed already, bro. I'll be
they're the
honest.
same. They're the same size on both ends. So if I boof it, it's gonna be real. It's gonna be serious.
Are they
I
rated?
require you bidet before you boof. A
I
full
bidet. Dude,
bidet.
I'm gonna reveal this now. I bidet after every bathroom use. Sometimes I just go bidet just bidet.
Just because you like
Without
to be
pooping.
fresh.
Yeah,
You're like a gay man.
Well, you know,
What you just said?
I have good rectal health and hygiene.
Thank you, Brian.
I would love to.
You know what's funny? I was actually reading a report how people travel to the UK to do rectal exams to prevent them to getting any sort of prostate cancer, and it's this whole new thing that they're doing over there with the doctors. Like
Know what it is?
I don't know what it is, but I was reading it and it was like about men's prostate cancer because like.
Dude,
Yeah.
how do you not know what it is? when
You read the
read it?
thing and you don't know what it is.
What they putting up there? I don't know what they're putting up there.
I listen. The answer
So
to
what was the
prostate-
thing about? Just that there was a thing
It's a-
happening?
You know what it is? It's
about shit.
People traveling to the UK. It's
Shit,
about people
Pat.
traveling.
so yeah.
They
Because
put shit up there that belongs to somebody else.
Someone
And it's
else
supposed
is
to cleanse you.
This is the worst fucking show.
yeah, it's like that.
It's
like
the truth.
Well, you know, I'm going to reveal now that I was on the Roberto Negro show yesterday, and I told him not to be tardy to the party, and he's already tardy, and it's rude.
Oh,
He
you mean the surprise that we were just kind of biding time for? That was going to be a big shocking surprise. Rob Black calling in.
Was it a surprise? I mean, that's not a surprise because we talked about it on his show.
Oh, you were on the show and you talked about it.
He said he's going to come and be the professor of law.
That's what we need. We need a goddamn professor of law. You guys just did 5 minutes on
Dude,
on anal cleanage.
He calls me. Should we call him on his cell? I have his. He
Yeah.
calls me while I'm working. Should we call him
Call
on
him.
his cellular
Just
phone?
call him and put it on speaker.
I could do that. Should I do it? I don't know.
Have you sent him a link?
No, Brian.
I sent both
Have you
Schlack
followed
and
up?
This is the
Have you
worst
followed
fucking
up?
show.
Have you followed up?
No.
Follow up right now.
Don't call him.
Welcome to the
please.
last
Please
show
don't
of
call him.
420.
Yeah. Hey guys, welcome to the last show.
everybody relax.
I'm at my wits'
I'm
end here.
relaxed.
We're mainly
Um,
talking to Patrick.
I'm relaxed.
Just don't fucking call him on speakerphone on the program.
You've
it's
called
3
Daniel
minutes
Hyde on
fucking
on
suggestion.
cell phone.
Fucking
Hat.
33 minutes into the goddamn program. It's 3:15. Just find something
That
else to
was just
fucking
Sean.
talk about.
You're the
Okay,
host.
Fucking Christ.
Guide us. God
All right,
damn
we
it.
got shit to talk about. I went to CZW.
Tell
I
us
went to
about that. Larry.
CZW.
Thank fucking
A
God.
Rocket
please.
debuted. My favorite of H2O's kids. Rocket had his CZW debut, and you know, it wasn't a large turnout. I'd say about 40. About 44 people. So much so that like when Rocket debuted, I followed him to the ring because this is a moment in history. And then he got up, he did his little flip. I'm Rocket. And everyone was like, yeah, we love this guy. And I went to go look at the crowd going, yeah, we love this guy. And I was like, ooh, let me go back to Rocket because there's like a bunch of empty seats. There's like 13 people in the center, you know, like I was, ooh, is that a good look?
So the last time you made your
But,
CZW trip, there was more people. There was more people in attendance. This was just a low selling show. You think?
Yeah, so the last time I went in a summer show, I think it was in August, maybe August 5th, they did Limelight, and it was Jordan Oliver versus Rich Swann in the main event. And I just kind of went to hang out, see Rich. You know, he's the CZW world champion. That's my boy, Baltimore's own. He's in town. And then, yeah, the place was kind of like packed. That was the time that DJ did the "Am I Invisible" or whatever the fuck it was, and Rob was like,
Backstreet,
"Yeah,"
right?
and Rob was like, "DJ Hyde is able to pack a fucking building and sing the Backstreet Boys," and it wasn't. It was like 87.
That was a pretty good impression.
What I mean, that's how it said it, but it was like 87 people that night. I told Rob it wasn't like 200 people; it was like 87 people. It's a small theater, but on that night it was packed. It was hot and it was packed. I was sweating in that bitch. This night, not so much.
Larry,
Any headliners?
No, so there you go. I guess now Swan is the headliner. You know, Jordan Oliver was there. Milk Chocolate, you know, there's definitely a heavy NYWC influence down there. The Slime Balls, a couple Monster Factory guys. But guess what, y'all? DJ's got a good thing going there.
Yeah,
he's
he
got
does.
Gabby. He's got Gabby running around backstage being his general. He's got the fucking people. He's sitting there on his throne like Jabba the Hutt with his iPad, which I'm the one that put him on to, you know. And fucking, you know, they're doing their thing. So I was glad to be there, and yeah, it was cool to just, it's cool now to be Larry and just pop up at a show like, hey everybody, hey, what you doing, you know, like not looking for a spot, not the old timer like, oh, I wish I was still the CZW. You know, I'm cheering for their new announcer right now, Rosadia, you know, the lovely Rosadia.
You're always just looking for a pool to frolic in.
Well, you know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a hole to sniff. Is what I'm looking for,
Jesus,
you know?
Larry. Since when did CZW move from Philadelphia to Baltimore?
Well, if you didn't know, they are Maryland Wrestling.
They are. Larry, show us your butt.
Are you really want to see my butt?
No, you're back. You're back. You're back. Turn around, Larry.
You asked for it, Pat.
This is Maryland Wrestling, CZW.
This is Maryland Wrestling.
So y'all saw that, right?
Yeah.
I can't hear. Okay. Yeah, I was about to.
So what's the deal? Since when did they become Maryland Wrestling?
So Pat, if you let me finish.
Oh.
These are kind of like shots fired, because you know MCW Pro used to be called Maryland Championship Wrestling. And for most of the marketing of Maryland Championship Wrestling, it was very much tied to the Maryland state flag. Well, MCW, to evolve, have turned into MCW Pro, where Maryland is not really shouted out in the company name. You know, Leo Rush comes from MCW. He doesn't come from Maryland Championship Wrestling. I come from Maryland Championship Wrestling. But Maryland Championship Wrestling is dead. However, DJ has a deal with a theater, a straight up theater like Asbury Park in Maryland, that are like, we want shows in our theater every month. We want drag. We want wrestling. We want movies. We want Rocky Horror Picture. I don't care what it is. We want it. So come do your show in our theater, and we will I don't know what the deal is. Don't quote me on that, but these motherfuckers are sucking DJ's dick to do CZW from the theater.
Come on.
So, I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. They're tickling his taint to make sure that he brings the production of CZW, and I guess as a sign of good faith and also shots fired, they commissioned this shirt that is clearly the new logo of CZW with a Maryland flag background, and on the back, we are Maryland Wrestling.
Shots fired.
Dude.
It's a war out there.
Well, I don't know what the beef is, but I gagged. And it takes a lot to make Larry Legend gag. I gagged when I saw this. I'm like, excuse me? Excuse me? What happened to Philly? We don't rep the Liberty Bell no more. We don't care about 2300 Arena, CZW Tournament of Death. Cage of Death 20, the greatest Cage of Death of the modern era. We don't care about that no more. If we don't care about that no more, we don't care about me being in the Hall of Fame no more, right? Essentially is what we're saying.
No, I mean, come on, let's not go too crazy.
Now it's the Maryland. Whatever we do in Maryland. Like, it's like, what? All right, so Rob's not coming on. That's
fine. Hey, before we get some deathmatch drama, I want to tell you guys a quick story. Last week...
That was some drama. It wasn't deathmatch.
That was a little drama, yeah. Last week, I was walking home, and I don't know if you guys have ever heard the name Andrew... I'm going to botch this. Andrew Zakarian?
Of course.
Yeah, he's a pundit. He's like a,
I know him.
Yeah, Mad Man podcast.
I know him.
Yeah, I'm telling the other people.
I have no idea.
We all know Andrew Kazarian. Dude, you don't know Andrew Kazarian? He's
I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's actually Zakarian.
Dude, he's legendary.
So anyway, I run into him. He lives in my neighborhood. And even though I have a lot of respect for what he does, very much so, I hold him in high regard. He seems to have held the Bullies in high regard for many years. And anytime I run into him, he's very, very nice and kind. And I think sometimes he dabbles and watches the program. So I guess he also, in his shoot job, does like management, or he does something with like big brain and perfectly manicured and coiffed hair and eyebrows, something that requires dress shoes with no socks, And so he works for Sapphires. And Larry, what was the thing with Matthew Ryan Shapiro, the wrestling promotion? Matthew Ryan fucking Shapiro. Catalyst Wrestling, and the one before that, it was something else based out of Hoboken. Capital Wrestling, right? And
everything with a C. There's some crip ass motherfuckers.
So I guess because in Capital Wrestling there was a Sapphires championship belt. That was like their television title was the Sapphires. And for those of you who don't know, Sapphires is like the very fancy bougie strip club around here in the New York City. I think they have one on 59th
Street.
No, I think
I know the exact address.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you know what? Catalyst was the guy who got caught being a pedo. Remember him?
Oh, that's not good.
So, well, that was their.
That
was the other guy. That wasn't any of their. That was Larry. Please, we don't have any.
I don't even remember his name. I don't even remember his name.
We don't have any legal representation. You're talking about the ring announcer. Nobody in management. But anyway, so this guy.
Colin was his name. Colin something.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, Pat. Go ahead.
We were so close. We were so close to not getting sued. Allegedly.
Okay, sorry.
Allegedly.
Allegedly,
anyway,
yeah. I'm sorry. My bad, Colin.
Long story short, friend of the program says, I was like, he's like, oh yeah, I'm doing Exotica this week. Oh, hold on.
Whoa!
Christ.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Hi, Rob.
You did your hair for us this time.
Oh, look at there he is. Hey, Brock, look.
Hi, Brock.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Hey, Brock.
Little Negro. Little Roberto
Like
Negro.
a little mini Rob.
Hello. Hello.
Yo, Rob, that's your kid. That's your kid.
I know.
This guy looks even more. He's probably braver than Chris Kobayashi.
It's a family show. It's a family show, everybody.
Family show.
It is a family. Brock, is it a family show? Brock. See? You gotta be careful.
Yeah, be careful.
Be careful there, buddy.
Come on. Get down, though. Sit down. Brock.
No swanton bombs.
Sit down. Sit down.
He knows he's on camera. That's what it is.
He's a performer.
Mm-hmm.
Young legend.
That's right. Yeah. Show out.
Show us.
Yeah.
Brock, where's your eyes?
Eyes?
Yeah. Where?
Eyes?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Where's your nose?
Nose?
Ah.
It's not your nose.
All right. I'm going to do this thing. Is that all right?
No.
Rob's just using his
Rob
child to
says
show why he's
no.
late. This is why Rob's.
It's just an excuse.
This is Rob's excuse.
Rob, are we gonna get sued? Are we gonna get sued, Rob?
For what?
Like, if we had this guy, like, I heard your fiery pod about lawyers and things, and I got to be honest with you, it kind of made me a little worried. At first, you were so angry, I thought Brian was in trouble for some reason. But then you're talking about all these lawyers. You're talking about the show, and I was like, holy fuck, yo. The very person that you were making fun of for being afraid of the lawyers is also me. I got afraid too. I'm scared. We need your help.
But I'm scared. But why would you guys get in trouble?
Can't we just say allegedly after everything and
Because we gave him he did it on our platform. So if he got like allegedly, if he got sued, would we have to go to court and be like affiliated with the case because we were affiliated with the story of him telling it, gave him the platform?
But who's gonna? Here's what I don't get.
Help us, Rob.
Here's what I don't get. I'm out on my back porch. I just got this patio put in. Want to see my patio?
Yeah.
Show us the
Look at
deck.
Yeah, it's like the lawn, all right?
Beautiful.
Oh,
What is
that's
it, done?
nice.
Wow.
The house that snuff porn built.
Yeah,
Brian,
see?
please.
Dude,
For the love of
Rob.
God,
Nice.
Brian.
that's
Rob.
fucking sick, dude.
And it's nice, right? It's all lit up. Yeah.
You got to
Yeah,
do a
see?
Theater of Brutality from Rochester. You got to
I
do a
tell
Theater
you,
of Brutality.
From that very porch.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, me and Kat will come out here when the kids are asleep, and then we put on this little space heater, and then there's that.
Right.
Yeah, and then nobody, kids don't. Nobody knows, so it's outside, and that's that. All right, so here's what I don't get: the whole suing. Who's Dan? So Danny's gonna sue Chris Kobayashi, the ninja, because he's talking shit about him. Like that's
Defamation.
the premise. That
Defamation of character, I would say.
I've watched Columbo and Matlock a few times. I know what defamation of character is.
I love Matlock.
And we are to believe that Daniel Prude hired an attorney, which is beyond hilarious. Somebody chimed, and I don't know who chimed me. Maybe it was a text, but somebody said
a little birdie.
that somebody said that Danny hired that he was able to get a public defender to go after Chris Kobayashi, and I was just like, public defender? What the fuck are you guys talking about? You have any idea that has no bearing on like a fucking lawsuit, like a civil lawsuit? What are you fucking insane? I'm like, dude, he would have to get just a legit lawyer who would be like, all right,
Could
sure,
he potentially not know somebody that is a lawyer that would help him because they suck Daniel Prude's dick? Like just somebody
sure,
in just knows, so he knows somebody, has a guy that's in law.
Like Brian's
Allegedly.
sister.
Now, 100%.
Like my sister.
If you like, here, I'll give you a funny, and why I say 100% sure. There was a wrestler named Andre Verdu, he was part of XPW as like a 16-year-old kid. Like he was part of the ring crew. He couldn't train to wrestle because he wasn't of age or whatever the fuck and he was like ring crews. Of course, we put him, child labor. So he was a fucking ring crew, but he couldn't learn to wrestle. Whatever. He wound up getting a law degree at like Laverne School of Law, something like that. Whatever. Fucking, he's registered lawyer, and he owned after XPW went away, he started up a company, Ultimate Extreme Wrestling or something out in California. Sage wrestled there. I even did a little appearance for them. That guy that owns that company is a fucking lawyer. So he'll do free shit for people. Like he'll do stuff for, hey man, I'm down on my luck or whatever. Oh, you're a wrestler. Oh yeah, sure, I'll help you out. So 100%, could Daniel have found somebody that will do him for a fucking square because he's the greatest deathmatch fucking promoter, wrestler in the history of mankind?
It's Servino.
Sure.
It's Kings Road. It's Servino.
Yeah, but Servino doesn't have a legit law degree. He doesn't have a legit law degree.
I knew it was him.
But you're saying there could be so Chris Kobayashi does have a reason to be a little worried that there could be potentially somebody. So he's not completely just a bitch. He's a slight bitch for pulling out, but there's reasonable doubt.
There's reasonable doubt. And I like Chris Kobayashi the Ninja. So I always got along with him. I have nothing bad, ill will or anything. And if anything, I feel bad for him in the sense of in this whole Danny thing. He really did get fucked in his ass. And like for him to be worried about Danny, like, is crazy. I mean, remember that Pagano match, they were supposed to have a Pagano match.
Right.
Well, Danny booked the ticket. Danny booked the fucking ticket. And somehow Pagano didn't show up for Chris's fucking
but he was there in time for
Right.
he was there in time for
Danny's there. And Chris still wound up having to pay for fucking Pagano and was basically, what's wrong, bud? You got to pee? All right, come on, let's go. I got you. All right, come on.
This is it.
It's
This is
just
our final episode. It's the last one for real.
No. We're not gonna watch my kid piss.
No, we can't. I don't even think we can hear it. I don't even think we can hear it.
What?
Why, you can't hear peeing?
Major, I'm not gonna stick my hand in piss. No. piss on his car, and I'll fish it out later.
Piss on the goddamn car, man.
Piss on the car, Brock.
pissed on the car.
Yeah.
Oh, put the phone down and go help your son.
Brock, don't. He's 6.5. He didn't want to piss on the
you left
car.
him alone. That was gonna be piss and
This
shit
is the
everywhere.
worst show ever.
Major just didn't want, like he wanted to be respectful of his brother's car that was already in the toilet and pissed.
He's a respectful boy.
So he was like, "Well, Dad, I don't want to." Yeah, he's like, "I don't want to just
respectful boy.
keep pissing."
Respect.
Thank you,
respect.
Major. You're awesome, bud.
You made Major go stick his hand in the piss?
No, Major was like, "I'm not
Christ.
touching it. I'm just, come on. I'm not down like that, right, Mage? You want to say hello? You don't want to say hello?
He said no. No.
Yeah, he said no. He's like,
Yeah,
I'm
let
out.
him go. Let him be.
He's like, dude. He's like, Deuce, I'm out.
I think the major fear of Chris was probably that, it's like, I don't like, it's probably, even if he's right, it's more of a hassle if Danny knows somebody who's a legitimate lawyer and he gets like served. You got to go through the hassle of like finding somebody, even if you are innocent. And that's a hassle that I don't want to do by allowing Brian to continue to be on this show, actually.
You're going to kick me off the show now?
Oh,
That's a big mistake.
So theoretically speaking, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, theoretically speaking, Daniel Prude. But if I was Chris Kobayashi, the ninja, I would be like, okay, let me see. Who's your fucking lawyer? Who's the fucking what? Maury Amsterdam? Abel Lipschitz? Who the fuck is your lawyer? Let's see it.
Lipschitz sounds pretty good.
The people it's like, yeah, no, fuck it.
God.
Let me see it.
Fucking Pondo.
All right, well here he is. It's 8:00. Hey,
8:00.
now we got
Pondo.
Rob and Pondo. Hey, do you guys know each other?
Rob hates me.
Oh no! We ran over. Oh my god! No.
Pondo always says that. I'm like, I don't hate you. Hate is such a fucking strong word.
Let's clear the air
Just
right now.
lie.
Yeah,
Just
we're live. We
lie.
have to clear the air.
No, but Pondo knows. I tell him. I go, I don't hate you.
Dislike. That's it. Dislike.
All right, Rob.
you-
Thanks for
because-
the legal advice, Rob. Bye, Rob. Thank you, Rob.
You
Thank you
guys
so
want to
much.
see me pee?
No. We'll save that for exclusive
we have
content.
to.
Exclusive
Are you
content.
sure you don't want to see me pee?
I think that should be on Larry's podcast, actually.
All holes
You-
filled.
Huberg shaking his head like, yeah, let me see up here.
Whip out the dick. Whip it out.
All
Whip
right,
it out,
bye,
Rob.
bye, Rob. Bye, Rob. Bye. Thank you so much for the legal advice, Rob.
Professor Roberto.
Thank you, Rob. Sorry about that.
Welcome, Pondo.
We lost track of time, Mad Man Pondo. Thank you so much for joining
Hey,
us.
man. I kept it. I kept my time.
Can I ask you, do you have a lawyer on retainer that you would know in case some kind of legal shit went down, like maybe like a fan being crazy? We saw like a fan get hit with a guardrail and sue, do you have like a lawyer that you know that you can talk to?
I don't remember too many telephone numbers, but 502-640-0680 is my lawyer, Timothy Denson, just in
Where's that
case some
number?
shit like that happens.
Let's go back.
I
Rewind.
got to write that down. Yeah, because that's why we
Denson.
Shout out Timothy Denson.
Hey, shout out. Thank you so much for joining us. Do you and Larry
That's
know
Dan-
each other? When did you
Yeah,
and Larry
of course.
meet?
We met for the first time at ICW, and that's another guy who doesn't care too much for me unless I have a Japanese wrestler with me. And but Larry was always like, "Hey, Pondo, I've always wanted to announce one of your matches, and we finally got to do it." Why is he so quiet? He's never this quiet. Is he on mute?
I know. I was just gonna say, take it away, Larry.
So here's the thing with all of the voices, like I feel like I gotta fall back, and let others, because I could take over, but I just want others to, say their questions, get in there. But I gotta add to that story. I gotta.
Sick.
Hell yeah, Dan!
Yo.
Hey,
That's sick.
hey, right. Look,
I know. That's why I held that up.
hell yeah,
So
yeah.
sick.
Fuck yeah. But the first time I met you,
Wait,
Pondo,
hold on. He's leaving. He fucking hates us. He fucking hates us.
well, I think he hates Rob because
We
Rob
fucked-
stole his thunder. We didn't get a chance to fucking.
You have to redo an intro for Pondo,
We
bro.
fucked up so bad. Larry, please, you gotta save this for us, Larry. Please, Larry.
I'm trying.
Larry and
I'm
Sean.
trying.
Me and Brian, shut up. Larry and Sean, save the interview.
Yeah.
All right? We fucked up so bad, guys.
I
I think he's
so.
just
It's
leaving.
okay.
Okay, he's back.
Yo,
Whoa. Wow. What? That's
Damn.
Andre?
bro, all the paint is on that.
It's like me and Larry who shopped at the same store.
You can
Bro,
see.
that's
Y'all can see all
crazy.
this shit.
I do.
Y'all can see all this?
Pondo's
I
got
didn't know
eyes
y'all
like a
see all
fucking
this.
cat, brother. You
Hell
got
yeah.
some cat eyes
Oh.
out there.
I got wait. I got Jesse. I got paint peeled off Jesse. He's got one of my lanyards from a show I did at Resorts.
I have one of every one of them, Larry. One of every one, and a whole bunch of some that I have the Road Warriors. I have the Missing Link. Yeah, I got a whole bunch.
Do you have LJ and Big Boss Man?
Of course.
Oh my god,
Pondo,
bro,
so you
that's
have a collection.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I got one of every one of them. I'm telling you. Yeah. I have the racist one. They made one without
the Georgia flag.
Yeah, they made one with and without. I have the one with.
No way.
Yo, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Now, are these in on card or are these out of the box?
Out of box, but I didn't buy them unless they were in really good shape, which was really hard because kids beat the shit out of these for 30 years.
Yep. Sometimes I got chunks bitten out of them.
Yeah.
If I could, I do. I got them all. They're just right over there.
So is this something that you've always followed, like a pastime of yours, is like collecting, or just wrestling in general, is just like collecting along the ages?
Well, these were the reason these were so important was these were the second series of wrestling figures. The first wrestling figures was AWA.
The Remcos.
Remcos, yeah, with and I have a Abdullah and a Stan Hansen somewhere, and I have I think a Greg Gagne. I don't know what, but no, not Greg Gagne. Garvin. I have a Garvin, but they're in a box somewhere. I don't even know where they are. I'm not a big collector of wrestling shit at all. Like people come to my house thinking they're gonna see a whole bunch of wrestling memorabilia. I got horror movie shit everywhere.
Well, that's what I actually wanted to ask you. That was probably my first question. I see you were involved with some horror movies, dude.
See all those pictures back there?
Yeah, dude. Is that Robert Englund right above your head?
That's Aja Khan, though.
Oh, I love Aja.
Aja Khan, yeah.
Love Aja.
That's Bub from Day of the Dead. Fuck, I gotta look myself. Oh, that's. Yeah. People come here, they're thinking they're gonna see wrestling shit everywhere, and there's horror movie shit everywhere.
So you got to work with Robert England, is that right?
I did. I spent 3 weeks with the man, and so the first day that we got there, I don't know. There's a reason I've lasted 34 years in this business. I'm a sit back and I'm a watcher, right? So the first day I sat back in catering, and whoever got this tray sat on this side of the table. Whoever got the next tray sat on that side. That.
Mm-hmm.
So for 2.5 weeks, I always made sure that there was one person in between me and Robert England. And I sat next to Robert England for 2.5 weeks, just listening to his incredible stories. So then after a while, when you're there for 2.5 weeks and you get minimal sleep, like you get home at 5 or 6 in the morning, you have to be back out there at 9. After a while, you don't give a shit where you sit. It's a guy fixing my car. Hold on.
Go ahead, do your thing, man. Do your thing.
Go ahead. Yeah.
See her,
Yeah. Hey, Jerry, I'm doing a podcast, but I will call you as soon as I'm off of it. Is that okay?
Yep, sure is.
All right, I'll call you back.
Thanks, Jerry. Thank you, Jerry.
Thank you, Jerry.
Thank you, Jerry.
Jerry.
So after like 2 weeks and a half, you don't give a shit where you sit. So I walked past Robert England's table to go to one by myself. And Robert England looked up and he goes, Pondo, you're not sitting with us? And I was like, yes, sir, I am now. When Robert England remembers your name, fuck yeah, you sit down.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Hold on. You guys saw 2001 Maniacs, right?
Yep.
Hell yeah.
I haven't seen it. Don't tell him. Don't tell him I haven't seen it.
It's okay. I just agree. I'm agreeable.
Okay, just say yes. Just everyone
Sean
say
and
you
I
saw
are born on the same day.
Dude, it's okay.
Just everyone say you saw it. Everyone say you saw the movie.
I did.
Okay, good.
I believe Sean.
Okay, phew. All right, here comes.
Holy shit.
Bro, what?
Gem. This little gem fell in my bag on accident. I don't know how that
Don't you hate when that happens? When things just fall and just so happen to happen falling in lap?
It's haunted. It's probably haunted.
I hope.
Fucking awesome.
So what was it like for you, like filming, with a guy like Robert England, who's just like so engulfed in horror? You said horror is like is your favorite genre, right?
Yeah, it's the fucking.
Of course.
It's funny. People always want to talk wrestling with me. Wrestling fans, of course, they want to talk wrestling with me, and I say the bare minimum of what I have to, and then I go on about my business. But if they say, yo, have you seen this new horror movie? They got my attention, and I'll sit there and I'll talk to them all fucking day. But yeah, if you've ever been to my Facebook, you can see that I've just met all these horror guys. So what was the question? I'm sorry. Oh yeah, what was it like? Is that what the question was?
Yeah. So so basically, what is it like being around somebody like Robert, who's had just this entire career of just like you, like Freddie? Freddie is just somebody who's you engulf him, you take him in for what he is, and he lives on through generations. Like, how do you just take the horror side of the movies and bring it into what you do with wrestling?
Well, I'll even tell you a small story. There's a thing called Scarefest in Lexington, Kentucky. And I'm walking around there, and some fans who recognize me says, hey, we was over there at Robert England's table, and he said if we saw you, he wanted to talk to you. And not just one set, but like 3 or 4 sets of wrestling fans said, hey, Robert England wants to talk to you. So I went over to where Robert England's nice slack skateboard. I love that. So then I went over to where Robert England's table was, and the line was all the way out the fucking building. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna wait on that. So then a friend of mine, Gator McAllister, who was a long time, we've known each other forever. He come over, he said, hey man, Robert England wants to talk to you. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not into it. I don't want to wait in that line. He goes, no, Robert said get to where you can see him, and he's going to bring you up. He wants to talk to you. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I'll do that. So Robert England had like 5 security guards, and I tried to make past them, And of course, they're like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I'm like, well, Robert England wants to talk to me. He goes, yeah, Robert England wants to talk to everybody, right?
It's a good security guard.
Robert England got up out of his table, came over to where those guys are, and said, hey, this is Mad Man Pondo. Move aside, let him come through. So the thing that he wanted to tell me was, he asked me if I had a hookup in Hong Kong. And I said, no. And he said, well, if you go to the Hong Kong 2001 Maniac poster, it looks like you're the main star. I'm just like a shadow right here, but you are this big on that poster. I'm like, oh, that's cool. So I start recording him while he's telling that story, which I have the recording if you want it. And security grabbed my phone out of my hand. What are you doing? And they're like, no videos, blah, blah, blah. Robert England goes over there and he holds his hand out and he goes, hand me that phone. Give him the phone. He goes, if Pondo wants to film me, Pondo can film me. So I must have made some kind of impact on that man.
Yeah.
But that's not even the coolest story.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yes, I met Robert England because I was booked on the same movie with he was. But Kane Hodder was at one of these. I can't even remember which. I've been to so many conventions, I don't remember which one it was. So I'm waiting in line, the long ass line for Kane Hodder, and I finally get up to his table, and I said, "Hey," and he looks up and he goes, "Hey, did you want a picture?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Which one do you want?" And I looked and I said, "I'll take this one." And he goes, "Pondo, right?" And autographed it. And I'm like,
ringing bells.
I'm like, how did you know that was me? He holds his sleeves up and he's got Hatchet Man wristbands on.
Wow.
I'm a juggalo, man. I know who the fuck you are. Gave me free pictures and gave me this little, I don't know where the fuck it is, this little like plastic thing with a piece of the shirt that he was in the movie in. I mean, you know, just shit like that.
That's awesome, dude.
Being a small town kid. I'm from Flora, Illinois, population 5,400. And I have met people I never thought I'd get to meet. I've put my hands on girls I should have no business putting my hands on. Been places on.
They think you're cute. They think you're cute.
They know he's sexy. He's got the moves.
I have a question for you. I know you said you were juggalo. That he's a juggalo. So I know you were affiliated with Juggalo Championship Wrestling. How did you get affiliated with Insane Clown Posse?
So a long time ago, you guys have heard of DBA and his son Malcolm III, I think. Well,
of course.
Before those two, their dad, Sweet Daddy Malcolm Monroe, used to run a company in Michigan. And me and this piece of shit that I don't want to mention his name, we did a thumbtack death match. Yeah, that piece of shit.
I knew it.
Larry,
God damn it, Larry. God damn it.
Shit all over the screen.
Jesus Christ, Larry.
So anyway, we did this thumbtack death match, and there was two guys wrestling on this show named Hector Hatchet and the Sewer Dweller. I had no idea what an ICP was. I had no idea what an Insane Clown Posse was. But these two white guys with dreadlocks came over and was like, man, we loved that. We loved your shit. Well, come to find out, they made a videotape called Stranglemania. And on this videotape, they put pictures of Piece of Shit and Axel Rotten wrestling each other. So, but they never paid to have those two pictures on there. So, so Piece of Shit had something against them. So they didn't go talk to him. They came and talked to me and was like, man, that was great. We loved every minute of it. And then they said, someday our wrestling company is going to go somewhere and we want you to be a part of it. And I was like, all right, great. You know, you hear so much shit in wrestling, you don't know what to believe. So then maybe, I don't know, 4 or 5 months after that, I'm walking around the mall in O'Fallon, Illinois, and I see kids wearing those guys' t-shirts, Insane Clown Posse t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they had given me, I didn't know that much about them. They had given me a copy of Tunnel of Love. You guys are familiar with that
Mhm.
ICP album? Well, when you open
They're
it,
fucking dope.
Shaggy is photoshopped on some guy with a big ass cock like this. So already I'm like, what in the hell is that? And then they gave me a T-shirt that said Super Balls, which had a penis with a Superman cape on it, and it said, "Ain't no bitch too fat, ain't no bitch too whack, ain't no bitch too ugly," and then huge letters, Super Balls. So already I'm like, what the hell are these guys about? But then me and my wife at the time, we they gave us that CD. We listened to it on the way home, and it was pretty fucking good. I was like, wow, these guys are good. So, like I said, I was walking around that mall in O'Fallon and saw teenagers with their T-shirts on. I was like, holy shit! I didn't even get those guys' telephone number. I don't know how to get a hold of them. Nothing, right? So later on in '97, they ran a show called Stranglemania Live. It was in St. Andrews Hall in Detroit, Michigan. And the guy who was helping booking it was a guy named Dan Curtis. And ICP told Dan Curtis, no matter what you do, get a hold of Mad Man Pondo. We want Mad Man Pondo on this show. So that's how I started working for the Insane Clown Posse.
Fucking awesome.
That's dope.
Oh.
Pondo, I have one question before I leave it to Larry.
Saw a girl walk across with shorts on.
That's my lovely fiance with huge tits.
All right.
Oh,
She's
come
got
on,
shorts
Brian.
on.
Brian, Jesus
Pondo,
Christ.
Pondo,
I
love it.
told you, I got the fucking
He's got the-
eyes,
he's got
man.
the
Oh
eyes.
yeah.
Go ahead,
Cat eyes.
Sean.
So I wanted to ask you, last week we were talking with Louis and we brought up his match with Terry Funk. I, myself, have just come across you and Terry Funk at a JCW event. Can you walk me through that?
Gathering of the Juggalos 2005. Yeah, they're telling me, they're like, man, you're coming to the gathering, right? And I said, yeah, I'm there every year. Yes, I'm coming. And they said, all right, we got something for you. You better be there. I'm like, all right, I'm coming. So I get there and I find out that I'm wrestling Terry Funk. I'm like, holy shit. So the champion at that time was Kid Cash. They had Terry Funk go over Kid Cash on Thursday. I wrestled Terry Funk for the JCW title on, I think, Saturday, and beat Terry Funk for the JCW title. So when people ask me what's my most memorable match, that's it, man. I mean, where else is a deathmatch guy like me gonna go but wrestling Terry Funk? Not
So
only
sick.
for a title, but winning that title. That was me.
And like the video I saw was like literally a guy with a camcorder and he's like commentating, you guys at home, you definitely didn't see this yet, but this is so dope right now. And it's like it's legit, dude. It's so sick.
That's Luke Hadley. Luke Hadley.
Oh, he recorded that?
Yeah, he's also
That's so dope, dude.
Backyard Wrestling too.
And you were also in that game?
I'm in both of them.
You're in both games, right? So sick,
Legendary
man.
shit.
I have
Legendary
some.
shit.
I have some quick questions from the chat before I throw it to Larry here. Somebody says, well, obviously this is just very nice. Somebody says Pondo is legit one of the most welcoming and nice guys in the deathmatch scene. Will forever love Pondo. He let my kids staple Satu Gin at a Chicago ICW show. Pondo, do you remember that?
Of course I do, but I wouldn't be able to tell you what that kid looked like, what the parent looked like. But yeah, I do remember doing that because the next day on the Murder, Death, Kill Club, they put a thing saying death matches is for the children. And there's me, demonstrating how this little kid is supposed to.
Hell yeah.
Larry was there.
Yeah, that was the second time I got to announce you. The second time I got to announce you.
Somebody else says, I wanted to ask Pondo if in Juggalo Championship Wrestling he ever had a chance to wrestle Vampiro, and if so, what show?
It wasn't for JCW. Rude Boy got us on something called Taco Fest, and this whole place was just full of Mexicans, right? Full of drunken, unruly Mexicans. Okay. So
the best kind.
Tacos.
Yeah, everybody else, these Mexicans were grabbing or throwing shit at. Well, Vampiro told me, "Hey, man, good luck out there. You know, they know who I am, and you're wrestling me." Well, I like I said, I sit back and watch it, and I watch these group of guys like grab and throw shit. So I went out there with a pair of scissors and went over the guardrail and threatened those fuckers first that if they threw anything at me, I was coming back out. Nothing got thrown. Not one damn thing. But I mean, I did the fucking crazy Pondo shit, and it worked, you know. And plus, being a part of JCW and being the fuck ICP guy for the first 3 or 4 years of that shit, getting shit thrown at me, but coins, fucking bottles, and all this shit. I knew the secret. As soon as Vampiro got in there, stay close to Vampiro because they don't want to hit him. So,
Right.
All right, more questions from the chat before we get to Larry. What's Pondo's favorite horror film / franchise?
Ooh.
Franchise.
You can give me top
different.
3. Yeah, give me a top 3 maybe. Film, franchise, however.
So I'll go backwards. I like the movies that a lot of people haven't heard of. So there's a zombie movie called Wormwood, Road to the Dead. It's either Australian or New Zealand. I think it's New Zealand. Where's Crocodile Dundee from?
Australia.
Well, then it's Australian then, because it's a zombie film that takes a turn that you wouldn't figure that it would. But I will warn you, it's WYR. Anyway, it's got a Y. Wormwood, Road to the Dead. And then there's a second part that takes right up after that one, Wormwood Apocalypse. But Wormwood, Road to the Dead, it's I will tell you, go ahead and leave your subtitles on because they got these aborigines on there, the same ones that was in Crocodile Dundee. So their accents get very strong and very hard to understand. So go ahead and leave your subtitles on for this one. Otherwise, sit there and rewind 100 times. What the fuck?
I always leave subtitles on, even for like American movies.
It looks like a very good film.
Quick lightning round here. Who does Pondo think would win in a straight-up fight, Jason or Myers?
Well, hold on. Don't you want to hear about these other 2 movies?
Oh, that's right. I said top 3, didn't I? I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yes, you did. That was your call. That was your call.
You're right. I'm out of control.
Watched it.
So my second one is it's called Girl House, and it has a serial killer in there named Loverboy. And Loverboy, he has figured out how to be a serial killer in the year 2000s. I'm not going to give you any more than that, but you'll see exactly what I'm talking about when you watch this film. So that's Wormwood, Road to the Dead, Girl House. And then my favorite horror movie, it's a trauma film. And a lot of people hate on trauma, but Charles Kaufman, not Lloyd Kaufman, Charles Kaufman made a movie called Mother's Day.
Oh my God, I got it right here. I got it right here.
I love that.
Bro.
The thing that I love most about this movie is this mom is teaching her 2 adult boys how to be rapist killers.
Yep.
And but they haven't grown up yet. Like they still fight like they're children. And one of them's punk, one of them's disco, and they'll even like punk sucks. Disco stupid, you know. I mean,
now, is this the original one or is this the remake for 2010?
No, not that remake.
Come on, Sean.
God
remake.
damn it, Sean! Come on.
I will warn you that there is some graphic rape in it. Before you start canceling me, that's not the coolest part of this movie. I just want you to watch the 2 sons and the kill scenes. That's that's my number one, probably Mother's Day. You can't see it, but the poster's hanging right here.
And I stole it from Blockbuster one year at summer camp. They used to let us go and rent things from Blockbuster. I rented it. It was so good. I dubbed it on another VCR, and I have ever since.
That was my first 3 jobs. Right? My first 3 jobs was 3 different video stores.
Awesome.
Final question from the fans: is IWA East Coast going to run more shows?
Go back.
Go back.
Did I fuck it up? What did I fuck up?
Yeah.
Oh, right, that's right. Jason or Michael Myers. Oh my God, I'm off my.
I'm
off
gonna
my
keep you on track.
Thank
Pondo's
you.
keeping you on your toes.
Living,
He's a
brother.
pro.
living legend.
He's a
Sorry
pro.
about that. Hey, thanks for running the show for us.
I'll tell you,
Appreciate you.
I'm a Jason and a Michael Myers fan, but for the longest time I was a Leatherface fan. But I have gotten that ass kicked. I am an Art the Clown fan.
The new breed.
Hell
breed.
yeah.
Man,
New breed of old school.
is Terrifier 1 and 2 not the shit? Like I
Terrifier
love
1 is dope.
Yeah, one.
Bro,
is
so can I just say, since I haven't said anything, I watched Terrifier 1, and I felt like I discovered some shit. Because not a lot of people were on it at first. And then by the time Terrifier 2 came out, everybody was like, oh, Terrifier. So I, on principle, was like, I'm going to wait. I'm going to let all the new fans suck up this shit that I already knew about. And then I'm finally going to watch it. But I still haven't watched it yet just because I saw the first Terrifier on Tubi. Because Tubi is a gem of fucking horror. If you're a Tubi subscriber, it's free. All you got to do is sit through the ads and you can find all types of shit.
I'm going to give you a little insight, Larry, when you do watch it. There's a cutscene in between. After the cutscene, you will see where it says Indigo Friends. Keep looking to the right. Alphabetical order, you'll see Kevin Kennedy's name right there. I gave to their Indigo, and I'm on the credits. Terrifier.
No way. That's dope.
Right on.
All right, so thank you for that. Fight straight
I got
up.
another. Can I?
Larry, take over. I'm a sinking ship here. Thank you so much.
There's one more question.
Okay.
Ask your last.
Say the last one.
Last question.
Damn it.
Last question. God bless America. Is IWA East Coast going to do more shows?
Here's the thing. So I ran it to the best of my abilities, and you can watch the old DVDs where we're drawing 300 to 400 people. Have you guys witnessed any of those?
No, I haven't.
And then I moved out of Charleston, West Virginia to Louisville, and I told all the guys in control, I said, now listen, this is what I used to do. I was the one doing all the flyering, what sections. I was the one driving to the radio and doing the shit. I was the one going to downtown festivals with little flyers this big and handing them out. So I worked very hard for those 300 to 400 people. And I told these guys before I moved, I'm like, this is what you guys are going to have to do. And of course, all of them was like, all right, yeah, no problem. That's what we'll do. Next show, we drew 200. Next show, we drew 150. And then we did a JCW memorial match where I had Joe Bailey, JC's dad, sit at the front taking tickets. That way he knew all the money was going to him. And we drew 50 people. So at that moment, I didn't do a DVD sale. I didn't say, hey, fans, please help survive the company like some other piece of shit would do. I just closed it down. I just said, that's it. We're not going to have no more shows. Then maybe a year and a half, two guys, Scott Mylan and Michael Tawney, Fat Tom, called me up and said, hey, is there any way we're going to start running shows. Is there any way we could use the IWA East Coast name? I said, I'm not doing nothing with it. You guys have at it. Have a good time. And they said, well, we do want you to run our locker room, though. I said, okay, no problem. Now, I lived in Louisville. It's about 4 hours to Charleston, West Virginia. I'm driving to the first show that I don't have control of. And I got this knot in my throat like, man, I can't believe I gave my company away. But then at the end of that show, something happened that didn't happen on any of the other shows. I got paid at the end. And I'm like, what the fuck was I waiting on so long? Michael Tawney, he's doing a great job. We, the last Bastards of Pain, we had 350 people there, all screaming, going nuts, having a good time. But his family and himself is having health problems right now. So it's up in the air. it's up in the air about IWA East Coast, but I don't own it anymore. So I don't have to say so on whether there's another show. I know, oh my God, I bet maybe 1 month I get at least 4 or 5 requests. Hey, is there going to be another Masters of Pain? I don't know. I didn't put one dime in the last Masters of Pain. That was all Fat Ton. So it's totally up to him. But if he wants to do another Masters of Pain, I'm there to help. So that's about all I can tell you on that.
Thank you so much for the in-depth answers to our viewers' questions that I tried so hard to ruin, but you saved me. So thank you.
I am here for you, bud.
Thank
I'm
you
here.
so much. You know, as
I
you
hope
can tell.
I hope you don't think I'm being a dick.
No,
doing that.
no, absolutely.
You're a pro.
You're the best.
You're
like,
a pro.
I want your fans to be like, that Pondo, he helped us out.
Yeah,
You're on your own.
yeah.
You have your own show with Kings Road Michael Servino.
He's a nerd. He's a nerd, right? Like he's a nerd, though. We could.
No. I love Servino,
but he is a nerd. You know, I mean.
Yeah, maybe some. I mean, wrestling nerd. We're all wrestling nerds, or we would be on this fucking podcast, right?
All right, Larry, take it away.
That's true.
Save the day, Larry. You legendary fuck. Please take it away, buddy.
What is real quick, just for my own personal sake, what's your favorite Friday kill?
Friday the 13th kill?
Yeah, out of the
nice
entire
question.
can, what's your favorite kill out of Friday?
Everybody hates this movie, but it took me so off guard when in 10, when Jason bagged up the 2 girls and slammed them up against a tree in the sleeping bag. I thought that was pretty awesome. I thought when Corey Feldman hit that Jason in the side of the head, hit the floor, and then it sliced even deeper in there. I thought that was pretty good. I love the scene where Jason's walking down the street in New York and he kicks those punks.
Yeah, the radio.
And they're like, "We're gonna kill you, motherfucker!" And he just lifts the mask and they leave. I mean, there's so many, but you also got to admit, even the first one when Kevin Bacon got the arrow through the neck, you know, that was some shit that hadn't been seen yet. And everybody was like, how in the fuck did that happen? You know, so too many kills for Jason to pick a favorite, really.
I actually have one. And mine is from Jason X as well. And the reason that this is my favorite kill is that my uncle and I were watching this for the first time, not in the theater, but when it finally came on Showtime or HBO, and you could watch it just on regular cable. And I don't know what happens, but Jason like starts fucking up everyone in a diner. And like cafe girl, she takes like a pot and she whacks Jason with it as hard as she fucking can. And he turns around, he puts his hand in her mandible and just pulls straight down. And like she's just standing there with no jaw, like just go, oh, oh. And my uncle and I laughed so fucking hard at that kill that it will always forever be, you know, my favorite because of that moment I shared with him seeing that for the first time. So that's probably that and Vera finding Shelly's wallet in 3. And she's you know, the arrow straight to the eye in 3D is another, because I that's another one that makes me laugh or made me laugh. And when you can insert that humor into horror, I think it's the best.
So there is a horror movie scene that to this day I can't drive behind a log truck. Final Destination?
Yeah.
Final Destination 2. I will either hurry up and speed past one or I will slow the fuck down, but I am not driving behind a log.
Underrated franchise. All right, before we let you go, and thank you so much for your time. Ladies and gentlemen, Man Pan Pondo, living legend. And Larry said it best, not even legendary status, icon status.
Oh, wait, hold on. I have one more question before we go. Is that okay?
All right, you fuck. Go ahead.
They just announced the Halloween franchise has been purchased by, I believe, by Miramax. How do you feel about them reprising the role again after they just like dumped it on us? This is the end, and they're gonna do it all over.
Here is my thing, and you're not the first one to ask me this. I was so fucking disappointed with Halloween Ends. I was so disappointed with Halloween Ends. You cannot have a 3-movie franchise and build up Jamie Lee Curtis versus Michael Myers and then that is 4 minutes long, but the babysitter gets more screen time than Michael Myers. I was so fucking disappointed. So if you've ever watched a Miramax movie, you know they don't give a fuck about violence, nudity. They don't give a shit. So
hell yeah.
when people are hating on me about Miramax buying the Halloween franchise, I'm telling them all, I'm like, just sit back and wait. I think Michael Myers, I'll tell you what, Michael Halloween Kills, people hated the fireman scene. Said, when did Michael Myers become Jackie Chan? Fuck that. I loved that. I loved it
as well. Hell yeah.
I loved that he went out there and fucked up all them people.
Murked them all, yeah.
So it can only get either worse to where we don't want to watch the Halloweens anymore, or it could get at least 2 steps better than Halloween Ends. So I'm all about Miramax purchasing the Halloween franchise.
All right,
Deathmatch Rushmore for you. We ask it to every guest. It's a very important question, and you
American
deathmatch.
Deathmatch.
You're on there, Pondo.
Yeah,
like, gotta give a shit. I'm
Well,
putting you
you're
up
asking.
there.
We're asking Pondo his own. Larry.
Well,
okay,
no, but
yeah, you're right.
Oh my God! Thanks, guys, for your contributions.
Larry, you're gonna find out someday. I'm just a jack off. I don't deserve to be on anybody.
Well,
Shut your mouth, Pondo. Don't ever
almost
say that.
every single guest we have asked that to has put you on it, including
Fuck
last
yes.
week's guest, Lowlife Louie, as well. So,
Fuck yes.
Okay. All right. So, I'm not talking about the Iraqi loving WWE career, but AWA. Do you guys remember Sergeant Slaughter?
I know it. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. Yep. Fuck yeah.
So Sergeant Slaughter would be on there.
Bloody.
Taking care of business. Hey,
Go ahead.
I'm doing a podcast.
Who's that?
JP,
Fucking Servino?
I'm doing a podcast, and I'll call you right back. All right.
You gotta
All right.
Shout
Sergeant Slaughter. I never met the man. I watched him wrestle so much back in the day at Wrestling at the Chase and Windy City Wrestling once. Bruiser Brody.
Hmm?
The man that taught me how to be as stupid and crazy as I am today, Mr. Desger Masanaga. And that fourth one has to go, rest in peace, Terry fucking Funk.
Word up.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Great list.
Funker.
We learned last week, before I let you go, and thank you once again so much. We learned last week that Lowlife Louie has never wrestled you, and it is a dream for him. Would you?
We have. Oh, go ahead.
Well, you know, and follow up. We here at the Blvd Bullies want to make that happen.
Yeah.
For both you and Lowlife Louie. But anyway, please talk about Lowlife Louie a little bit, and be sure at the end to promise that you will do that for us, if you don't mind. Thanks.
So the attempt of that has happened so many times. It was going to happen for Tremont, and it didn't. It was going to happen for Brett, and it didn't. It was going to happen for Casanova, and it didn't.
Yep.
So, man, I'm down.
I think it's time. It's time we took the ball and made that happen. We want to. Louis was such a great dude, and you are such a great dude, and we want to do that.
Right hand
yeah,
in there.
We
right
want
hand
to do
in
it.
there.
Everybody,
we need
everybody,
the right hand.
raise your right hands, everybody. Larry, Mad Man, please.
Man.
We do solemnly swear to,
acceptable.
you know, that this match is gonna. Yeah, we want to make that happen. We want to make that happen.
I'd be more than happy to. Shadow WX is coming in December to stay with me again. I even pitched that me and Shadow take on Louis and his son.
Oh shit!
Oh my gosh,
hell yeah.
bro!
But who's gonna put that together?
Listen,
know,
we're looking at Mania weekend, Philadelphia or the surrounding area. First time ever one-on-one. Mad Man Pondo versus Lowlife Louie.
And guess who the announcer?
Ring announced by Larry Legend.
Yeah. Make sure you say that part.
And
And
commentary.
Have you
Double
been
duty on the booty.
Have you been keeping
Double
up with
duty.
Larry's absolutely outlandish commentary that he's spewing all over the globe these days?
Only when he's commentating me.
Hell yeah. We don't watch no other shit.
That's the right answer.
We don't watch
That's
no
the
other
right
shit but our own shit. You
All right,
know?
everybody say thank you to Mad Man Pondo.
Hold on, I got a question for Larry. Larry, what did you think about the XPW match? Me, Shadow, and the two Canadians. What did you think about that match?
I thought it was lit. I just wish there were more people in the building to fucking experience it. That's all.
No more people should have been able to sit in that fucking oven of a building.
It was hot. It was hot.
That was one hot fucking night, man. And here's the thing: I had never been there before, and of course there was no parking near the venue, so I had to park like 2 blocks away. And the more I walked, this is a dangerous fucking neighborhood.
Oh fuck yeah!
Newark, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Traveling alone is not recommended.
So I gave Rob, and this is why I say he doesn't like me all that much. I gave Rob the idea, me and Shadow versus the two Canadians, and Rob was like, "Yeah, we really don't do tag matches, you know, and all this shit." But it more or less turned into that because the Canadians didn't want to do nothing to each other. I mean, Shadow didn't want to do nothing to each other.
It was a three, wasn't it? A three-way interdimensional.
4-way. It was 4-way, and it looks like a straight tag match.
Right.
But hey, Rob is doing great things for death matches. I got nothing but love for. I know he talks so much shit about me, but I got nothing but love for Rob.
Hell yeah.
Brett, who don't use me. Danny, who uses me when there's a Japanese guy. The list goes on and on. All you guys out there, all you promoters out there that is making death matches what they are today, I appreciate every
Here.
because, and I'll tell you why. Piece of Shit and Axel Rotten was the first two in America to do them. Do you guys know who number 3 was?
Abdullah?
Glenn Zandik.
Mad Man, motherfucker.
Jesus
bro.
Christ.
Fuck, I know.
Larry knew. I should have just shut up.
Abdullah was his own. Abdullah, Bruiser, Brody, fucking the Sheik. Those guys were their own kind of hardcore. But I'm talking about death matches.
Death match.
Yes.
Pondo.
That's why you're on
number 3.
Pondo,
yeah.
right. I know
Rushmore.
you're trying to get out of here, but I was told to ask you. You did you dressed up as a Nazi against
my
Thumbtack
God.
Jack.
Brian!
Are you a friend of the
Brian!
Jews? Are you a friend of the
Brian!
Jews? Just let me know you're a friend.
Brian is a Jew.
Brian.
I just need to know.
God, Brian.
Pondo,
Let me tell you why that happened. I was wrestling Thumbtack Jack from Germany.
Jesus Christ.
So that's why we did that.
Yeah.
Thumbtack Jack didn't even know. We sent him out first. And yeah, man. Can you imagine?
I love it. So you're a friend of the Jews. So you're a friend of the Jews. That's all I need to know.
I'm a friend of everybody.
He's a friend of everybody. This fucking Pondo.
Cheers
If
to
I was
Pondo.
gay, it would be me and Larry Legend. That's all.
And there's a lot of guys in the biz that are right there with Pondo.
Hey, we all
And
agree.
If they were gay, I'm the one. I'm the number one, brother.
Oh man, well
Oh,
we almost got remonetized. See you next year, everybody.
Come on.
Next year. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
Pondo.
Thanks, Pondo.
You're the fucking
Ladies
best.
and gentlemen,
I
Mad Man Pondo.
2 things I want to talk about. I wrote my own book. I'll be real fast.
Yeah,
guys.
do it.
I wrote
Do your
Hey,
thing.
go.
I wrote my own book. It's called Memoirs of a Madman. 238 pages of some not embarrassing stories and some very embarrassing stories. Plenty of pictures. You can pick that up at Amazon.com. But if you want an autographed copy, you can go to EatSleepWrestle.com and ask John Cosper about that. Bring it to the show, and I'll get my ink off my forehead and give you the bloody thumbprint.
Done. Done.
He's gonna
Well,
blueprint it.
Pondo, we got some things to talk about, my man. We got some things to talk about.
Is that you with them cards?
You're damn skippy, it is.
You stole that shit from me, pal.
Whoa, you're in trouble, Sean. You are in trouble. You biter.
That's not me.
Oh, the second thing I want to talk about is if you are looking for a specific deathmatch wrestler's t-shirt, There are plenty of Mad Man Pondo t-shirts on there. Slack,
Hell yeah.
John Wayne Burt, all these deathmatch guys.
Yo, don't you got
Corey-
a dope long sleeve that just dropped?
Yeah, there's a new long sleeve. Yeah.
Three of us have Faces of Death now. Manser, Slack, and me. But if you go to deathmatchworldwide.com,
Hell yeah. Friend of the bullies. Friend of the
We have Blvd Bullies merches on there as well.
anybody,
We have a design.
anybody in the deathmatch scene, Corey Higdon has made this website for us.
Hell
So go check him out and tell him I sent you. He's not going to give you anything cheaper, but it makes me look better.
Hell yeah.
That's for the book, Amazon.com or EatSleepWrestle.com. Or if you're looking for mine or any Deathmatch Workers t-shirt, DeathmatchWorldwide.com. Thank you, guys.
Hell yeah. Thank you.
Thank you,
Ladies
bro.
and gentlemen, icon of the deathmatch wrestling community and wrestling community as a whole, Mad Man Pondo.
Now you're pushing it, pal.
Thank you. Thank you, Mad Man. Everybody say bye. Bye. Thank you.
See ya.
Bye, Pondo.
No, you hang up. You hang up.
Yeah, you
first.
gotta hang it up.
Hey,
Oh, he figured it out
he knew,
quick,
he knew.
dude. The
He knew
quickest
exactly
one.
what to do.
He's
He's
a
sharp.
pro.
All right.
He's a pro.
So that was a disaster. He hates me, definitely.
Dude, I thought that was one of the best.
Well, number one, just like we got to decompress here. I definitely got him to agree that Michael Servino was a nerd.
Yes, you did. He said,
well,
yeah.
He deflected. He
Well,
deflected.
yeah.
And I circled back, and I got him dead to rights, which was my goal.
Great
And
game.
I think, I mean, he didn't raise the right hand per se, but I'm pretty sure that he fucking promised us exclusive rights to him.
I feel like
versus
he went like this because he didn't want to feel like a Nazi going the other way.
Right, Brian. That
Exactly.
can I just say, Brian? Number one, you are in serious trouble.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay,
Why?
because first of all,
He answered the question respectfully and said he's a friend of the Jews.
let's save this for later. I'm
You-
sure we can all agree,
well,
right? Yes.
I think we need to understand that Rob
It was
Black.
a fan question. It was a fan question.
Rob Black.
Larry,
Rob Black.
interject.
Rob Black came on the
Both
show.
guests showed up, by the way, just thanks to me.
Right, but then we had a cross pollination that like shouldn't have. That's
Well,
why
that's because Rob was tardy to the party. And we
It was
got a view of his son Brock.
I like to think that we
met him.
made a little bit of peace. I think that they got those two chaps got a little bit something to talk about now.
Oh,
I think Pondo was kind of tight about it.
Yeah, he was not happy. He said he made his time.
you think Rob Black did it on purpose because he doesn't like Pondo, so he was like, "I'm just gonna infringe
No, I
on
think
Pondo's
it's
time."
all your fault. I think it's all your
Oh
fault.
Jesus
You
Christ! I
rushed-
said 7:30.
We had the plan in place to get Rob to give us lawyerly advice. Then you went off the rails and booked Pondo.
Well, one thing you all got to remember, and this
We had
is 'cause
two
one of y'all
legendary
are-
guests tonight.
And then you finished up with the Nazi question, Brian.
It was an important question.
We were landing the plane. We were so close to landing the plane.
I just got a new Captain America comic. Just throw that out there.
All right, cool.
Fuck Captain
I saw
America.
that. I saw that.
God damn it.
Yeah, Rob was a little taken aback too. So Brian, you basically damaged two very important relationships for us here this evening. How do you feel about it?
Rob messaged me and gave me a thumbs up.
Yeah, a thumbs up, like see
sure
you.
he did.
Yeah, see you later, kid. Yeah,
Hey, son.
Fuck off, guys.
Larry, what's your take on all this?
Well, I want to say one thing about my involvement with Madman Pondo. Actually, the first time that I was ever scheduled to announce him was at Murder Mania in Tampa, Casanova Valentine's midnight show. But me,
Never heard of
wanting
it.
to take on, me wanting to take on the whole world. I had done the No Peace Show commentary on Thursday, No Holds Barred on Friday, and then No Holds Barred on Saturday. And then the fourth show that I was supposed to do that weekend was the Pondo show, and I lost my voice. I couldn't do it.
No way.
I got through Treehouse Lee versus what's the
Whatever
Steiner
happened to
kid?
Treehouse
He
Lee?
looks like a little mini Scott Steiner.
Yeah, I remember that kid. What
Yeah,
happened
he's
to
a
him?
loony.
Treehouse Lee was
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
awesome,
he's
dude.
Yeah,
That
well,
spinning
he's
elbow
kind of a
drop.
little, yeah, well, he's kind of a screw loose, He's a
No
special
way.
kid,
That's a
Yeah.
shame.
Oh yeah. He saw, and his brother Savi, what's his name? Savi Alabi or Savi Alabi, whatever. Anyway, I only got through that match, him against JJ Abrams or whatever that kid's name is, the guy who looks like the little Papa Pump. And then they said, Larry, you're not doing anything else.
Logan
And
Stein.
I was so disappointed.
Logan Stein, I'm going to tell you something right now here in the chat. And by the way, thank you for everybody who's watching. Thank you for all of our loyal viewers. Please subscribe and comment. Brian, show the giveaway, please, for this week. All you have to do is comment on this video, and you will be put into a Newport box, and you can win Army Men, Sarge's Heroes 2, now for N64, produced by 3DO. Exclusive green cartridge available now. Just all you got to do is comment. But Logan Stein, guess what, dude? We got to fucking... I think Pondo swore to his God that he was going to wrestle Low Life Louie for us, possibly for free. And I think that Logan Stein, you're going to be the referee of that match. I'll tell you that right now. Better keep practicing, brother. So I think it went pretty well, all things considered.
I agree. 2 legendary guests.
Larry?
Thanks to me.
I can continue now, or?
Yeah. Yes.
Did we interrupt?
So then, thanks to Danny DeMonto, I finally got to announce Mad Man Pondo in Indianapolis against Lucky 13. But that's why he started off by saying Larry had always come up to me and said that he wanted to announce me, because I did. And the reason I tried to plow through all the way to that 4th show in a row down in Tampa was because I really wanted to announce Mad Man Pondo. And I remember Danny DeMonto was like, "You want to announce that fucking Nazi?" He was trying to like dissuade me from wanting to do Casanova Valentine's show, because he always used to do that whenever I would do things like VXS or LGBTQ shows. But yeah, Mad Man Pondo.
That he did a Casanova show.
And then he did one where he wanted to hit me. He wanted to hit me.
Interesting stuff. He
Very
bullied our guest into not coming on this show.
It's all connected. I think that we pretty much got out unscathed, for better or worse. Sean?
I agree. It was a good show.
Yeah, listen, we made it
Where
work.
are we at? We got 9 minutes. What else are we talking about? Anything regular wrestling? Anything?
Well, there's no more regular wrestling on this program. You know that.
There's only Deathmatch.
That's it's lame. Save that for the other show.
Yeah, save that for the other show.
Save that for the other show.
How about GCW announcing Gage versus Kasai?
Ooh.
New Year's
Eve.
Eve.
See, I think Gage should have did this match 4 years ago when he fucking wrestled Chris Jericho, because then he looked good. Now he just doesn't look great, so it's just going to be like, what? That's how I feel about it.
So back to my story about Andrew Zakarian, right? So he gives me the passes to the porn convention. So Brian, I've been saying that I don't want our show to be about porn, but then I got passes from this wrestling folk, a friend of the Bullies, to go to this porn convention, and it opened my eyes to a whole new world, a whole fantastic point of view.
I ignited a revolution.
You ignited a revolution. You sounded so cool on the Rob Black show. You were so cool, dude.
He is cool.
Yeah, you are.
We're all cool here at the Blvd Bullies, and that's why we do what we do.
I went to the porn con, and so I announced to you and the group text via a series of manic voice memos that I'm ready to have Slava on the show. And I'm ready to have not only Slava, but I think we're ready to have the body on the show as well. So, Brian, and don't get used to this, you motherfuckers, because come New Year, maybe we're going to do 2 guests a month. Maybe just 1 guest a month at the end, something a little special, because we're running through them like hotcakes. Brian, do you have a list of the guests for the next 6?
You're gonna get mad at me right now.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What have you done?
I've already booked guests for January.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ.
So I've booked 2 guests. Oh, 3. I booked 3 guests. There's 5 Tuesdays in January. Did you know that? There's 5 Tuesdays. I only booked 3 of those Tuesdays.
Larry, could you talk some sense into this guy, please? Could you give Brian an inspirational speech?
Well, I mean, anything could happen. Like us announcing Chris Kobayashi this weekend and getting Mad Man Pondo to swoop in and save the day. So, as long as it's like everybody understands cards subject to change, I kind of think that from my standpoint as an announcer, and I just mentioned this to a coworker of mine at my shoot job today, I like not knowing. I think there's something to be said about kind of the anticipation of not knowing what you're going to have. And when you kind of like
surprised, you like being surprised. You like being surprised because it makes you more excited and enthused in your aura.
Yeah. Also, we didn't start off as like a guest show.
Yeah, are we a guest show now?
We started off as me and Patrick fucking eating fucking habanero peppers.
Well, let me finish.
Yeah,
We didn't start off as a guest show, but we've kind of evolved into a guest show. And as being as much, we got to be strategic about how we sort of unveil our guest.
I like the idea of having a few episodes where we just like kind of fuck around.
To be fair, it was very funny. It was funny what happened, so it was like a funny thing.
Yeah, Brian. Well, now you've lost 2 friends in the wrestling
everything
business.
is funny.
Rob Black's banning you now.
They love me. I'm Jewberg.
So they're mad at Sean then, probably.
Yeah, they're probably mad at you.
Yeah, it's probably my fault.
Mad at anybody, honestly.
So what do you guys think? And I want you guys to comment below. Look, we're at a crossroads here because we're stacked for the new year. We just wanted to flex for y'all. You know what I mean? We just want to say, like, hey, we could get whatever guests we want at whatever time. And,
you want me to reveal all the guests?
Yeah, we can.
Well, give me a second, Brian, here. And
sorry.
You know, we're taking like a poll, and it's an official community.
Stop messing with that water.
It's an official community poll.
Yeah.
Like, comment in this video if you think that we should be a every single week guest show, or if we should have like maybe a guest two times a month. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean,
if you take a page out of Larry's book, you know, with me and Cat Martini and all holes filled, we're just trying to kind of like see where the day takes us. You know,
you don't enjoy being like the Conan O'Briens or like David Letterman's of Deathmatch.
What the fuck are you saying?
Well,
I mean, they always had guests. They had guests. They like their talk. They were like their talk show. They always had talked and then had guests. We're like the David Letterman's of Deathmatch.
I'm putting my foot down, David Letterman. Okay.
You know, I was thinking about David Letterman today. That's funny. I was introduced to David Letterman by my mom when I was like 4 years old with a cup of Ovaltine. Today just so happens to be my mom's birthday. So happy birthday.
Happy birthday to Sean's mom.
What if we do this? What if we do in the new obviously we're stacked to the end of the year. What if we do
and a few in January?
Well, what if we do in January every other week?
Well, I already asked and booked him.
Right, but you know, you can move them because it's fucking like 4 months away, dude. It's
that's
like
rude.
It's 3 months away.
All right.
That's
rude. All right.
It's not rude.
They're good guests. They're good guests. You're gonna want them once I tell them who they are.
Tell me all of the guests starting next week, running through your January manic episode that you.
All right. Well, next week is a very special Wednesday episode. Wednesday night, Blvd Bullies versus the World.
Wait, Brian.
Hold on, shut up a second, Brian.
I think that should wait, and I think we should release the announcement for that one. After
You've already announced
it.
I announced it.
Oh, you did. That's right. Because you couldn't wait.
Because you couldn't wait, Brian.
They wouldn't even happen if I didn't get them.
You're an early comer, and everybody knows
I'm a premature evacuator.
So
whatever.
Tell us all the guests.
We have to tell them next Wednesday, Drake Younger is coming on the show. Deathmatch legend, ex-WWE referee.
I don't know how you did it, Brian.
Loves the show. Whatever. He's coming. He's going to be here with us
Brian.
Wednesday. Then the week after that.
Look at how sick you're making Larry. Look at Larry. Look how disappointed
He's not
Larry
sick.
is.
He's very happy. The next week, the MAGA Butcher, co-star of Mickey Rourke of The Wrestler.
Okay, that's not a sentence.
Co-star of Mickey Rourke in The Wrestler.
I don't think that one was either, but we get the point. Hey, MAGA Butcher.
MAGA Butcher. He's going to be audio-only phone call. We're going to have to figure it out.
And Drake Younger doesn't want to talk about MAGA, but Necro Butcher only wants to talk about MAGA. Is that kind of like where we're at here with that?
Yes, I would say
cool.
Probably
Continue. Good. I'm writing notes here. I'm taking notes.
Unannounced, newly announced guest acquired by our friend Ringside Sean, Eric Dillinger will be on the show the Tuesday after Necro Butcher.
Hey,
Tuesday after that, Eric Dillinger.
Listen, this is something I spoke to him about at South of Heaven, which was what, a month ago, 2 months ago?
You were drunk.
Whatever it is, Eric Dillinger is on the show the week after MAGA Butcher. Then the first week of December will be Slava, the 2-time erotic Hall of Famer. Slava.
Okay, all right.
Why does he sound like that? He's an erotic Hall of Famer.
He's a photographer. The guy's a photographer.
He's a 2-time erotic Hall of Famer.
Yeah, he takes photos.
He's in the Erotic Hall of Fame 2 times.
He's a photographer.
God damn it.
Super
and
cool
XPW Photo Lord. Okay. Then the week after that, who's after Slava, guys?
Donald Trump at this point.
Yeah,
bro.
After Slava, we have Judge Joe Dredd on Tuesday, December 12th.
Wait. You got Judge Joe Brown?
Judge Joe Dredd.
Oh,
Larry,
not
he got
related.
Judge Joe
Is
Brown,
the-
bro.
Not
Is
related.
the
Not
dyke
related.
gonna be with
The
him?
dyke is invited. The dyke is invited, and they both have to give an apology for ripping the Ginsburg sign in California. That's
Wow,
right.
that's
okay.
big.
All right.
All right.
All right. Then the week after Judge Dredd, we have
All
OG
right.
Kevin Gill. OG Kevin Gill coming on the
KG.
show.
I think it's his
79-year-old
106th
Kevin
birthday. Yeah, that day.
It might be.
Yeah.
It might be 106.
Fellow Sag.
Voice of Circle 6, Circle Jerks.
Word?
Thanks.
And then
No, Kevin
the,
Gill is at a Sagittarius.
Yeah,
That
you're
was the 19th, and then the 26th, the day after
Yeah, I'm about to
Christmas.
say
right. The day after Christmas. So you don't even
Day
want to
after
take it.
Wait. You don't acknowledge Boxing Day Canada?
Brian, just because you're Jewish doesn't mean that me, Larry, and Sean don't want to have the day off after Christmas, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a real
You
slave
wildin',
driver
Papa.
over here.
Yeah, what the hell are you doing over
What's
here?
going on with you?
Yeah.
I mean, so you know, what do you? Why you got to tell me that now?
When
I
did
didn't
you?
know the schedule.
It's Tuesdays.
I'm learning all of this shit right now.
The show is
who's
on
the guest?
Tuesdays.
Who's the guest?
It's
on
the
The guest
holidays.
is the New Year's resolution episode. We have to have an episode. It's for New Year's, and it's going to be the body.
Wait. Hold
the
on.
day
What
after
is that?
Christmas.
The day after
The
December
26th.
26th.
We're gonna open up our present.
Papito,
Right.
tenemos que hablar porque
These are all
usted
presents.
está-
If you know, I want to
está
tell you all of
tremendo.
these guests
All
are
right.
gifts.
All right, it's 9
From
o'clock. Let's
me.
go, Brian.
All
Come
right.
on, rapid
All right,
fire.
and then
Let's go.
I've
Usted
booked
está tremendo,
3
Larry.
guests in January, and I'm going to say them quickly. It's the Honey Badger, Neil Diamond Cutter, and then we have the
Santos.
maid Akira, and then also the one, the only Soul Taker.
All right, Brian, I'm going to need you to cancel probably half of those interviews.
Well, you know what? You should help me book it, because then
It doesn't sound like you need any help, honestly.
Yeah, I think we can pause on booking guests for a little bit.
Yeah, Brian, you've done too much.
Yeah, I think
We're
yeah, I
booked
think
to
we
Easter
gotta-
Sunday.
I
Yeah,
revealed it on the show, so
All right, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to use those January dates. You're going to stagger them on, off, on, off. And then we're going to go once a month because this is too much. I don't want to talk to these people.
It makes the show fun.
For you.
Everybody. All right, whatever.
well, I don't know. Some people don't get to talk as much because other people are more anxious to talk because they are talking to people for the first time. Whereas I'm like, you know,
We need
I
more
have
group.
like
We need more group meetings and not just me booking shows.
Being insane. Yeah, you're right.
I'm a little insane.
Yeah.
Well,
Interesting.
I am
I mean,
who I
you
am.
know.
I embrace who I am, and you should be who you are.
know,
With
I just feel so strongly right now more than ever that this might be
The last
the
episode
final
that you ever see us.
broadcast.
No,
Well, that
we
can't
gotta
be
get
because-
we gotta get Schlack on one more time. I'm
Drake
surprised he
Younger.
didn't come
Wait,
in.
well,
Yeah.
hold on. Was that
okay.
link sent?
Okay,
Was that
let's
link
just-
sent, Brian? Because there was controversy about you last week. You didn't even send Schlack the link.
This time, look. This time I sent the link is sent. Look, he said send him the link. I'm pulling back the curtain for you guys here.
Yeah,
Look
I
at it.
think the problem is that Brian just likes flexing his little Boulevard Bullies muscles and emailing these
Oh,
people.
shut your mouth! I
and
get the
getting
people
a
on
yes,
the show. I
getting a
ignited the revolution. I'm
No,
on the
I mean,
wait.
they're
Where's your
not-
little spot on the Rob Black show?
Just
Patrick?
call yourself kerosene.
They're not on.
Pat doesn't even listen to the Rob
Doesn't even
Black
listen
show.
to it.
I got better things to do, Brian. I've been listening for you because, like I said, you're so fucking cool.
Well, you're gonna come with us to XPW at the Drive-In Massacre on November 26th.
I will.
Fifth.
I will be
Fifth.
there. Yes, I will be there.
It's gonna be a legendary time. The Four Horsemen with my fiance Amanda, selling merch, partying.
She's the archangel.
Brian,
of
I
the
just
Four
and by the
Horsemen.
way, Larry, the reason that we're running 2 minutes long, Larry, is because we started 4 minutes late. So we got
Oh,
about
yeah, I
90
remember.
seconds to keep yelling at Brian. And Brian, I just want you to know that everybody in the chat is saying that they don't care about your stupid interviews.
Larry, look how dope this is.
No, they're not.
You know,
Not every week needs to be an interview.
Wow.
Not every show needs a guest.
Oh,
Miss
well,
you
they should,
guys
get their
is
own, they should
bullshit.
make their own show. And
I
they should
love the
work on
interviews.
it.
This person says, I love the interviews. Once or twice a month is plenty. Brian thinks
I'll
he's
submit
running
it.
the
All right,
show
Booker,
now.
Booker Betty's in this.
I
fucking
will
chat
say
room over
Boulevard
here.
Bullies have gained a ton of traction in the groups because of the interviews. Brian said it was a Christian show. Why so many guests so soon? You're going to run out fast. And, you know,
Ooh.
veterans in the game.
Ooh.
Well, why can't we reinvite people? How that we only have short, quick conversations. What we can have Mickey Knuckles again.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
one of
way
We
them-
could have,
she's
or
one
we
of them.
could,
Or we can have no.
not
We can have.
even. Or yeah, we can have none. Like we
We can even
I
have none.
was the first. I was the first, and everybody wants to see what's going on.
Yeah.
And now it's like we've gotten ourselves to the point that like every fucking week. So
Let's
like
just
Everyone
make
needs to
fun.
relax. Everyone relax. Everyone relax. Everyone relax.
I think we
feel
should be-
this
We'll
pent up.
relax.
This pent up aggression.
We
is
should be
coming from
meaner.
guests.
I think we should be meaner to the guests.
This is the Blvd Bullies versus the world.
Yeah, I think we should be meaner to them. And
So
then
if you're
Brian,
gonna bully me, I'm gonna bully you back.
yeah, Brian, and
I'm,
then Brian
I'm
will get
Jewish.
in trouble.
I'm like Noah. I build an ark and I
Well,
put the people on it,
I mean,
and I
Brian,
save the world.
that makes literally no
So you
sense.
Captain Planet?
I'm Noah Ginsburg.
Oh my god.
Noah Ginsburg.
Anything else from anybody in the peanut gallery or anywhere else? Anything
What's
else?
next? What do we have next? What's the next show?
I already forgot, Brian.
Break
next-
Younger next Wednesday. It's a
Wednesday.
Wednesday special. Wednesday special.
No,
with
the
man.
next wrestling show. Like, what is the next thing that we're interested in besides like our guests? Like, you know, we
Yeah,
like wrestling
because now we're
too.
just like all into these guests now.
Yeah, we like wrestling too. So what's everybody got going
Tremont,
on?
Tremont
you
just
know?
turned into Canemont.
Oh yeah, a Banemont. Yeah, we already talked
But
about
is there an outlaw coming up or a fucking
Sean, what are
anything
you
coming
doing
up?
out there in the world?
I'm doing everything and
up.
anything trying to take over the world. November 19th, we're in the Catskills. We have Colin Delaney with Outlaw Wrestling. So that's
Nice.
next week, I believe, in 2 weeks.
Larry, what's your next thing?
I might check out MCW, not CZW, but MCW on November the 11th. They're doing a show called Higher Ground at the RJ Meyer Arena. Also, Leo Rush's birthday. Who knows? He might pop up. That's my boy. Wouldn't mind seeing him, chop it up. And, you know, MCW's my alma mater. And that's the giveaway for the week. The Boofed Sticks and the 864 Rare Green Cartridge. Pat, anything? Brian, anything? What are y'all doing?
I think the next thing that me and Patrick will be doing is the XPW event, and we will be there coming all
Yeah,
over
I
the
guess
world.
that's my thing. Is November 25th? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the 25th.
Yeah. Let me tell you, I took the train to this convention, and I think I had a panic attack waiting at like a New Jersey station because I felt like I was in fucking Central Bookings, dude.
I'm gonna have the
The NJ
van,
Transit is like a terrible. Fucking...
I'm gonna tell you right now. You don't even know you're in for a treat because I have a van and a hotel booked.
down by the river.
Wow. Wow,
that-
you were doing it big. I don't even
He's
have all that,
going-
and I'm on the show.
You're
Yeah.
invited too.
Brian is the show.
Good God. All right.
Well,
Blvd Bullies got a fuck you, Rob Black. Ginsburg's booking me.
Ginsburg's looking me. The
I'm
man with the
booking
van.
my Ginsburg, shit, motherfucker.
Seinfeld's van. Seinfeld's van.
God damn.
You all are very well acquainted with the van.
Yo, let me
Seinfeld's van.
Brian, if you're inviting me to have a whole bench in the van to myself with a little sleeping bag on the floor of your hotel room.
Oh, there's a couch. There's a pull-out
Oh,
couch.
and a pull-out
Yeah,
couch.
there-
You can count me
Yeah,
in.
this is
You
a
know what?
suite.
I'd
This is
love
a
to come
suite.
to the wrestling show with you, Brian. And you know what? For that kind of treatment, I will even hold my breath and stand right next to your front row.
But hold on. Is it in the same
That's
hotel
dangerous.
room that the XPW wrestlers are gonna be
No,
in? Are
it's-
you
it's-
in that?
It's in the same vicinity.
Yeah,
The
Brian.
complex.
It's
It's in the complex.
It's in the little fucking
the
parking.
Marriott,
Yes,
the
yes.
Holiday, the complex.
I can't
You
I
go
make
over
sure
there, there's Slack. You go over there, there's Maga. You go over there, there's Larry Rod.
And then you
Yeah,
go over
just
here,
a little-
Schuberg and Pat.
Yeah, presidential suite.
And ringside Sean's coming too. Damn
I
it.
bet you Rob Negro,
And Amanda.
Noir's gonna be in yours, yeah. You guys are gonna be around the glass table with Roberto Noir.
God.
I just want you guys to know
Fucking
this is the very first Survivor Series that I'm missing to be there with you guys.
Wow.
So
Wow. Huge announcement. Huge
Very big.
announcement.
Where is it? Where is the Survivor Series?
Chicago, but I've done
Chicago.
travel. I've done travel to St. Louis.
I saw
Sean,
your-
you might
I-
want to.
I saw your eyes. I saw your eyes,
I
Larry.
will.
Brian.
You want to miss the Survivor Series, Sean?
Brian, since you
I
were
don't know. This one might be a doozy.
I know.
since you will
But
be
there are things to do and prints to get. So I'll just say
Fucking
that.
barricades to break. You know what I'm saying?
Brian, I will tell you this even, and this is, Sean, you inspired me with your shocking announcement that we will be there as a family, and it's like a friendsgiving of death even, you
Yep.
know? And so I will even say this, You ready for
For your
this?
birthdays. It's all around your birthdays.
I will, and
Yeah,
it's all of our
we're all
birthdays
bored.
as well.
It's
I will.
every last one of our birthdays.
It's
Brian,
gonna be a night of surprises.
I am going to get in the ring and sweep glass with you.
We're gonna sweep. You can sweep.
I
with
will
me, dude.
sweep.
During the show?
Only during the show. I will not do it off camera. I will not off camera sweep, but
my
I
God.
would on camera sweep with you, Brian.
Now you can't get a pop though. You can't get a pop though.
No,
'cause
no,
Oh, yes, he will.
I'm just
You better
Hardcore-
believe he's
We should
going
just
to.
go. We should
Hardcore
go
woman guy's ass beat by Rob.
commandeer
Remember
the
that?
brooms. Commandeer the brooms and do it ourselves because they're not doing a good goddamn job.
We should bring our own brooms, fresh from Home Depot.
Yeah.
Boom,
Just
boom,
like the
boom,
bocce
boom,
Little
boom,
dustbusters.
boom,
Just
boom,
like the bocce.
boom, boom,
I
boom,
see.
boom.
You
All right,
want
we
the
need to get the
bocces
fuck out of here.
before
We
we
need to
know
get
it.
the fuck out of here.
Hey,
damn.
Where
listen.
we going? Oh.
If you are in the area of Newark, New Jersey, and you want to come to Blvd Bullies
Get all-
Friendsgiving, you come to Blvd Bullies Friendsgiving at the, where is it, Larry?
The Hard Ballroom in
The
Newark.
Hart Ballroom in
On
Newark,
Martin
New Jersey.
Luther King Jr. Boulevard.
The only place that I would want to be, and we're all going to be on the boulevard for that day. Comment on this video if you want to win the green cartridge and Brian's drumsticks that he's going to stick up his butthole. And if you are our enemy, you should stick those drumsticks up your butthole too, because Blvd Bullies versus the World is a podcast. And for those of you who like it, thank you, and we love you. For those of you who don't, go fuck yourselves and do us a favor and die slow. And until next time, special episode next Wednesday. Drake Younger, Blvd Bullies out of time. Bye-bye! It's kind of off tonight. Kind of sucking.